Let there be carnage!
Hello everybody, welcome to R&B Reviews. I am Rob and I'm joined today by my seem-to-be regular guest critic, Darren.
Darnage!
Didn't recognize him with the mask and everything.
Hello!
Oh, there he is, yeah. So anyway, we just got back from seeing a sneak preview of Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage, and also Halloween will be coming up, so we're kind of dressed up. I guess I'm what would you say, Mr. Marvel Man or whatever the heck it is.
Rob Strange?
Right, I guess. And then...
we met Darren Strange in WandaVision, so I guess it's Rob Strange.
Yeah, and then of course I see you got a We Are Venom sticker.
Yes, and my Carnage mask.
And I know you can't see it under that jacket, but he's got a
Yeah.
Venom shirt under there too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Ready to
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. So we're gonna have two kind of different perspectives. We're gonna have the movie critic perspective and the comic book fan
The
perspective.
fanboy perspective.
Yeah. This is a sequel to the movie Venom that came out in 2018 starring Tom Hardy. He's again back as Eddie Brock, and him and Venom are having, problems and, trying to work together and everything compared to where they were in the first film. And also there's a character named Cletus, who wants Brock to cover him in the paper that he writes for, and then of course one thing leads to another and he becomes the character of Carnage.
Yep. I was really surprised with the visual effects. They really shocked me what they did with it. From a fanboy perspective, I don't think it was really all there for me because like in the comics and the cartoon, Carnage makes like these like really crazy like weapons, and I mean they had a little bit of that in it. I was looking for like an axe that he had, and it was good for what they had. Just like the backstory. I mean, we us fanboys, we know that Carnage is a symbiote just like Venom, and just like a different version. He's actually the child to the parent, which is Venom, and they did have that in it.
Yeah.
So they followed the storyline there, but what was interesting is how he became Carnage, and I think they had like him be like a whole another character, another symbiote, like running around, and trying to bond with host. I don't think it would have been there, but what they did was the transferal of blood, which I thought was brilliant. So I loved that aspect of it, and it, for the most part, it did follow the comics. I was really excited to see Shriek, which was played by Naomie
Harris.
Naomie Harris.
You might recognize her from Pirates of the Caribbean as Tia Dahlia, and she's also the new Penny in the latest Daniel Craig Bond films.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And Woody Harrelson's portrayal of Carnage, I thought, was a little bit too lax compared to the comics, because Carnage, I mean, we did get like that murderous aspect with him, just of his character, and I really liked the backstory. That's something that they really didn't play around with much in the comics, but it was like the ones that I read. I mean, Carnage wasn't really my favorite villain. I really like Venom more, but Carnage is pure evil, where Venom is the anti-hero of Marvel, and he gives Spider-Man quite a handful in the comics. But for the most part, I mean, I really loved what they did with the visual effects, and the storyline. It was good. It was good. I was expecting a little bit more humor than what they gave it. Of course, you can only do so much in an hour and 37-minute film, which was quite disappointing to me, as much as they pushed this film back, because of COVID and all that. I was expecting something a little bit longer. So
Yeah, because most Marvel, I mean, this is a Sony movie. It's not an actual movie done
Yeah.
through Marvel Disney. And they usually do movies that are a couple
Right.
hours long that are almost like epics, you know.
Right, right. And when the film starts, it's in association with Marvel,
Yeah.
so it kind of like paints a picture like there's something going behind the scenes, what's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, I was just expecting a little bit more from Woody Harrelson's performance, because I mean, Carnage. I mean, he's like Psycho in the comics. He's like, you know, like a Joker kind of aspect, you know, there. So
So you're saying you thought that the movie itself was good, maybe not great?
it was good. I mean, I expected a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, the visual effects carried it, and the humor, but I wanted so much more.
Yeah.
It just lacked so much substance for me.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
How about you?
Okay, I have to give my Venom speech now. I did not like this movie. I
Really?
like you, I was expecting more from it. I felt okay, well, here's the thing. When I first started watching this movie, I thought, okay, this must be a superhero comedy because Venom and Eddie Brock, they're like the odd couple, like they're throwing insults at each other and stuff. And if you look at their relationship in the first film, it's a little bit more dark humor-ish. And I kind of liked how they were there, but here it's like, to me, completely different. Now, granted, the first Venom movie wasn't the best, you know, Marvel movie ever
No.
made, but it had a little bit more substance. Like, I liked how with that film, the theme of holding, like, people, like corporations and businesses or whatever, accountable for their actions, it carried through the whole thing. This movie, they're trying to do the theme of how everyone needs to be who they are and that everyone's different, but the problem is, unlike the first film where the theme got tied in with the villain, you know, because you know, Brock wants to hold him accountable for his actions.
Right.
This one, it's only shown in like one scene at a club and a little bit with Naomie Harris's Francis character Shriek, but that's kind of fleeting. Now at and it was just weird because there's some times where I feel like, you know, Venom was saying and doing things that I wouldn't expect him to say or do. It just felt out of character for me.
Yeah.
By the time we got to maybe about the middle of the movie, I thought, okay, this must be more like a live action cartoon because a lot of the characters, like the police officer that Brock has to deal with, and some of the characters didn't feel fully fleshed out. Like, I thought Shriek had a good backstory. It's almost like the X-Men where,
Right.
I mean, without giving anything away, her and Woody Harrelson's character have a background, and while the dialogue wasn't great at the beginning, you kind of see some heart, and you understand where Woody Harrelson's coming from and why, and then it's like it disappears. Like, Harris has almost like nothing to do, and I wanted to see more about the whole, how she was treated and how she's been different, you know, and everything, and I feel like that didn't go anywhere. When she and Harrelson later on are out and about, she doesn't, I feel like, get a chance to show that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But by the time we got to the last maybe third of the movie felt almost like, okay, this is almost like a bad movie to me. Like you, I wanted more from it. I felt like there were some good ideas. I just felt like, for me, the script kind of let it down. I mean, like I said, I recently rewatched our review for the first Venom movie, and while it wasn't great, I felt like there was more to it than this movie.
And I think Tom Hardy was even better in the first
Yes.
movie too. I mean,
Yes.
Venom kind of carried the show in this one. I mean, he just orders him around. I mean, he was kind of like guiding him in the first movie, but like this was just like constant like back and forth, and I'm just like, enough.
The only good thing I liked about this movie were two things. One, there's a really great shot where Woody Harrelson's character is riding Eddie Brock from prison, and there's this great shot where it's like they're almost looking at each other, but they're in two different places at the same time. I really like that. The camera work was great on a technical side. I like the special effects. The action scenes and the car chases weren't that great to me. The only other good thing besides the camera work and the action, just the camera work, the mid-credit scene. The mid-credit scene, I think Marvel fans are going to love.
Oh,
but
they're gonna go bonkers.
Yeah, but other than that, I was disappointed with this movie. So
yeah, and after that mid-credit scene, there is no more to really wait around for, which I was kind of disappointed in that too.
Yeah.
But I did really love Naomie Harris's portrayal of Shriek, Woody Harrelson's Carnage. He could have been just so much more psycho.
I
for
liked
me.
I liked him in this first
Yeah.
couple of scenes where he's in jail and Brock is visiting him. He's almost got an Anthony Hopkins type of vibe to him from Hannibal Lecter. Granted, I think he could have taken it up another level, but I kind of liked him in the beginning probably a little bit more than the rest of the movie.
Yeah, in Venom Let There Be Carnage. I mean, they did have that whole love story between Cletus Kasady and Francis Berenson,
Yeah.
which is AKA Shriek, and that is in the comics. And in the comics, it's really interesting. We really don't know like what nationality Shriek is because she's always wearing makeup. So I thought it was a brilliant take to make her a black actress. I like how they had done with the Fantastic Four. Granted, Alicia Masters in Fantastic Four is Caucasian, but they made her black, and that really carries through just for the times today. I mean, I thought that was really brilliant to do that, but yeah, like in the comics, Shriek is Carnage's main squeeze, and we did get that.
Yeah, what might be interesting to know is that this movie has a different director. I believe the first film was directed by Ruben Fleischer. This time they got Andy Serkis, aka Gollum from the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movies.
My precious!
Yeah, yeah. So, and
Yeah.
Kelly Millen is back as the screenwriter. And again, granted, the depth wasn't there for the first one, but I felt like there were some good ideas. And I know, not all superhero movies have to be like intelligent, thought-provoking pictures. They can be fun. I didn't think this film was fun and like a good popcorn flick. I just felt like after a while I was just sitting there and not caring about what happening to anybody. And I really wanted to because I think the whole thing between Eddie and Venom, having a hard time. They want to, Brock wants to hide Venom, and Venom wants to go out and be like a superhero and get rid of bad guys, and that's a good idea. And again, Francis's Shriek and her backstory, great idea, and her struggling to be like, like the X-Men, she's different, and she's mistreated, and I felt like it just didn't. None of these really went anywhere.
Okay, all right. So, I know why you think that, because they did like the whole backstory through a damn cartoon, and that's how they could have extended the movie was live action. So they screwed up on that. So shame on Andy Serkis for doing that.
Yeah, and actually, because he's talking about a scene in the movie where he's Harrelson's writing a letter to Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy, and they're using some stuff there. But I mean, you do get a bit at the beginning. So
Okay, I get why they did it though, because like Cletus Kasady himself, like Woody Harrelson's portrayal, he was kind of like a kid that really never grew up and understood the world. Everything was just all against him, so he just had, his demented drawings that he probably drew in blood, or they did a red pen. I think it would have been so much interesting with blood or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and we didn't talk much after the movie, which I think is good. But you mentioned pacing. Now, I thought this movie went by so fast, but yet you said that it went at a good pace.
I mean, it was a gradual pace to where you could understand it, is what I meant. I mean, yeah, it was a quick movie. Like, during the fight scenes and everything, I felt like I was there for a little bit more than an hour and 37 minutes. And then it just lost its luster, after that.
Yeah, I think, because I was like, man, this movie's going by fast. I'm looking at my watch, and I'm like, whoa, we got the hour's gone already? Jeez, that was pretty damn quick.
like what's going to happen in the next minutes? How are they going to wrap this up? I mean, it just, if it was longer and had so much more, like, story behind the characters, I mean, I think it would have been just really a worthy Marvel movie.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like there's just so much good stuff there, and they didn't take advantage of it.
Which begs the question, Fox screwed up the X-Men. I mean, Sony didn't screw up Venom, and I hope that they don't screw up Morbius or anything that they plan to do, but Marvel needs to get the rights back for all characters. No, I mean, it would just be so much better.
I'll let you go first. Out of 5 stars, how would you rate this movie?
Oh, this is gonna have to be about 3 stars for me.
Okay, I'm gonna take it a star less. I'm giving it 2 stars.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was so
it just-
excited to
yeah.
see this movie, and then I just fell flat at the end.
Yeah, and as I was watching this movie, I'm like, I want to go back and watch the first Venom. It wasn't perfect, but at least that it was better
Yeah.
than this one.
Yeah, it was better, but I mean, you had like returning characters like Mrs. Chen. She definitely was an awesome character, and then Michelle Williams.
Yeah, it plays Anna.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock's ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
She was okay. Again, she wasn't, nothing.
she was better. She was better in the first movie.
Yeah, her character was utilized
Yeah.
better. And
Yeah.
also, I noticed that, the reason why I said this is like a live-action cartoon is because I feel like all the characters' faces, like Eddie Brock and, Woody Harrelson and Naomie Harris, they're doing, like, over-the-top facial expressions, like eyes bulging and,
Yeah.
over the top. It was like watching a live-action cartoon.
That's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That probably would have been even better for Woody Harrelson to
Yeah,
do.
maybe.
Because
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we gave this movie a bit of a mixed review. So anyway, if you have seen
Halloween flair to it.
Halloween flair to
Yeah.
it. But if you have seen Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, what did you think of it? Did you like it much better than we did? Did you hate it more than we did? Did you agree with us? What are your thoughts on performances and the concepts? Let us know what you think. Please put them in the comment box below.
Yep.
And also, Darren has appeared in quite a number of videos this year. We've done the Suicide Squad. We did some WandaVision videos earlier this year. Let's see, what were some of the other ones that you did? Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi, and then the Tomorrow War.
The Tomorrow War, yeah. And before you go, we've got Venom figures. Remember these from the other Venom video?
I am Venom.
Yeah. But, we wouldn't be here without you, our viewers and subscribers. So thank you, all of you that have been watching these videos. I know there's so many of you to name. I know Jared Griffith, Christopher Valencia, but all of you that have been watching this channel for, whether you're new or you've been with us the whole time, thank you. This channel would not be here without you. And greatly thank all of you for watching.
And keep those comments rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Please.
Yeah, please.
Well, that's it for the day. Oh, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and check out other videos. Not only do we have like superhero movies, we've got 9 years worth of stuff from classic movies to movies that came out in the last several years. Feel free to check them out too.
Yep.
All right. I don't know how we're gonna close this video out, Darren, but
Good night, and don't let the demons bite.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that better?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.